Hello, everyone. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain how. It's free. Isn't that awesome? There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. So it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can even make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Is that amazing or what? It's everything you need to make your podcast in one place. So, here is a call to action for you. I would recommend you start your podcast today. Download the free Anchor app, or you can go to anchor.fm to get started. Talk with you soon. Greetings and salutations, and welcome to another episode of MiThyme Motivation. It's your host, Tasha Ryder, and thanks so much for tuning in to another podcast today. I also want to say thank you to all of the essential workers that are out there. Thanks to all that you do. As always, thanks for all that you do. With that being said, let's get right into this podcast. Today's podcast is how and when to get your yes. So, can someone say yes in the room? Yes. The word yes. So, with that being said, let's unpack this. So, I know that as an entrepreneur, I am a risk taker. And even when I worked in my corporate America positions, roles, and leadership roles, and look me up on LinkedIn, I'm on LinkedIn. But I know that how I got to that climb was I was on a grind. I was looking and searching for something. So, and I know many of you out there are also looking and searching for something. And hopefully you found your something. But I know as an entrepreneur, people like to weigh the good, the bad, the ugly, your successes and your failures. I don't look at things so much so as you failed, because I think that sounds a little discouraging. Words have power. So to say I failed at something means that I wasn't successful at it. And I feel like if you've opened a door, you knocked on a door, you put on your cute stilettos, your heels, your sexy mama shoes, then you walked through a door, you kicked it in, you knocked twice. The door wasn't automatically open for you. You kicked it in. And so that's a different type of success in my mind. So if you feel differently about that, you can definitely let me know. Leave a comment or a voicemail and or email. But I definitely felt like I may not have stayed truly in something, because sometimes your times are for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. And so it's up to the universe as to how long you'll stay in that thing. I always felt like I didn't want to overstay my welcome in many adventures and journeys that I've been on. And so when the time and the opportunity presented itself, I took a risk, I took a leap of faith, I jumped. And so I have no failures in that jump, because I jumped to move forward with the next steps of what I felt like is my destiny. Does that make sense? So because of that, I don't feel like there's ever a failure that has happened on my journey. There's been a lot of successes, because I could have let fear set in. But instead of fear, I just said yes. Yes, I'll knock on this door. Yes, I'm looking for a yes. Yes, I'm going to the next level. Yes, I'm going down this pathway. Yes, I'm going to go down this corridor. Yes, I'm going to walk through this door. So I said yes. And that to me meant success. And so, of course, success looks differently for everyone, but the podcast is really about how to and when to say yes. Now, for those prayer warriors and believers of faith and people that are walks and they walk by faith, you know when you pray, something happens. And when you're looking to align with the universe and line up with the biblical word of God and line up with what your spiritual man says, or whatever you may need to look towards other than the person in the mirror to say yes, you're waiting for something in your spirit to just start leaping and to say, that's your yes. And in that yes, you're going to be blessed. And in that yes, you're going to have success. So maybe your success is for a season, maybe it's for a reason, maybe it's for a lifetime. But entrepreneurs across the globe have been up and they've been down, but they never stay just in one place. They continue to look for the yes. In fact, some people may even say that entrepreneurs don't like to hear the word no. And some people may even say, hell to the no. They can just say no to me. That could be the mentality. And so for me, I can remember times where I said, well, if this is a no, then I'm looking for my yes. If this adventure is a no, then I'm looking for my yes. And it doesn't mean that I stop looking for my yes, because I'm looking for the right type of something. I'm not just looking for any particular thing. I'm looking for the right type of something. And in order to get the right type of something, something has to shift in your life. You have to line up what that something looks like. And so some people are checklist people or task people. I'm one of each. And meaning that utilize checklists, and yes, I utilize tasks to get things done. It keeps me on point. So I think what has worked, actually, I know what has worked out best for me in my life has been to never forget that you're looking for a yes in the room. And I don't care what someone says, just like in Shark Tank, many people say no. Those entrepreneurs didn't say, let me just pack up my bag, put my invention over to the side, and I'm going to never do that, because the passion is still there. They're just looking for the right person. So they may not have found it on Shark Tank. They may find it somewhere else. But if they sold anything as opposed to nothing, then they've had some success. But again, they're looking to grow. So let 2020 be your year to grow, to have success, to prosper. I know that adversity is real in 2020. Okay. Everything that could happen probably has happened or is on a way to happen. But in the meantime, I still want you to be encouraged. I still want you to be motivated to look and find your yes. Somebody say, hell yeah. Hell yes, okay? And hell is in the Bible for all the naysayers out there. It is in the Bible. I'm just saying. I'm using it in a different context. Give me some slack. But anyway, it's Saturday. So I just wanted to say to people that are out there, find your yes. Yes, yes. Like Lisa Nichols says, yes, yes. And so that's why that particular entrepreneur resonated with me so far back when in her beginning stages, because I thought, this is a word that I just love. Even our toddlers and our bambinos and our little children of the world, they love the word yes. They're always looking for the word yes. So why are you so offended when someone says no? Don't be offended, because in your offense, you still have to keep moving forward. You can't stay there. So don't stay stuck on the no. Stay stuck in the word yes. Yes, you will. Yes, you can. Yes, we can. Yes, I am. Yes, I do. Make a commitment to the word yes, because that's what you're looking for in the room. Put that in the atmosphere. You're looking for your yes. How to find your yes is because you have to give yourself permission to say yes to yourself. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. And yes, it will be done. It's just that simple. Now, again, it could take you years, but beyond a shadow of a doubt, do not quit because you've heard the word no. No, you didn't find the right job opportunity. No, you didn't get the right partner in life. No, you may not have had the greatest relationships. No, you may not have had the right family relationships. No, you didn't have a support system. No, you didn't get skinny in 2 seconds. No, you didn't get fat in 2 seconds, okay? These are things that kind of are replays in a lot of people's minds. But in all of that negativity that you feed yourself, find the yes. Yes, you can be skinny. Yes, you can not be fat. Okay. Um, and that's not to put people on a particular pedestal. It's just that these negative stories that you're telling yourself, yes, you are beautiful. Yes, you are amazing. Yes, you're awesome. You have to tell yourself those stories and then continue to move forward, because having a bad headspace, we've done a podcast on it, so check it out. I have a headspace podcast. But having a bad headspace is not where you want to stay stuck in, because if you can't look yourself in the mirror and talk to yourself and say, girl, oh, you look so good. Nobody else thinks that. Why should they? People should never tell you something that you don't know already yourself. Yes, there's always opportunities to improve upon what you feel different about in regards to yourself. But stop beating yourself up with the word no. Yes, you can. I believe it. I hope you believe it. And also, I'm so glad that you tuned in and stayed this long with me. But I had a lot to say, as you can hear, because there's some power in the word yes. Well, that's all that I have for you here today. Be motivated and encouraged. And thanks for tuning in to MiThyme Motivation. We'll talk soon.